Happy birthday Sundays.
Oh my goodness. You guys know how to party. I'm gonna give Abby some of those sprinkles.
Say
Happy birthday, Ruby.
Happy birthday, Ruby.
Happy birthday, Ruby. Alligator Farm, here we come. That's pretty.
The big guy came in and was like,
Pretty exciting, actually.
I heard if you come into a crocodile, you don't like it because they can run super fast. Because they will run super fast and they'll chomp, chomp, chomp.
What do you think, bud? Do you love it?
Yeah. It's so big. Wait, do you see the edge of his tail?
looks like he had a little accident at some point.
Now, Webster's one of our smaller residents here at the Alligator Farm. And when we look at him today, I'll bring him around in his enclosure, but I figured while I'm standing still, if he's being friendly.
Oh, is that a tarantula? Is that a tarantula? He's so is that a tarantula?
This is Webster.
Cute. Is that a
Now,
tarantula?
Webster is a Chaco gold-knee tarantula from South America.
Oh, I thought it was one of those tarantulas that has the big hair.
Now, he is really, really small in comparison to us. By the time he is going to be around 5 to 7 years of age or so, though, he can also reach about 4.5 to 5 inches across his body if he were to stretch his legs all the way out. So that's pretty big for a bug, right? An arthropod.
Don't you
here.
mean like this big? Like that big?
It's not quite as big up there. Now, he is a really awesome guy, and insects, right? Arachnids, all sorts of different bugs and critters, anything like that we have going around. A lot of people also think arthropods like scorpions, right? We get really freaked out by all these different types of animals that you can find across the world. And it's kind of sad because they're so cool. They do some really, really awesome things to help the environment, one of which is keep pest populations under control, right? Because as an arachnid here, Webster is gonna eat a lot of insects. A lot of insects that maybe we don't want around, like when he's really little, he might even eat some mosquitoes.
What is it?
Alrighty guys, so this is guest number 2, coworker number 2 today. This is Sheila. And Sheila is a shingleback skink, also known as a pine cone skink. And she lives in Australia. Now these guys are pretty cool creatures because all sorts of different skinks live in Australia. A lot of people are really familiar with the blue tongue skinks there. Now she's a little bit different because she's gonna actually get her name because of how her body looks. So like our blue tongue skink gets their name from the color of their tongue, she as a shingleback or pine cone skink gets her name, how do we think?
Like the scales.
Yeah.
From her back.
From her back, from her scales. Now they're also known as another fun name called the two-headed skink. And they're called the two-headed skink because when you look at Sheila's body right here, her tail is very similar looking to her head.
Yeah, that's what I was almost gonna say too.
And now it's a really awesome adaptation because you guys might notice that Sheila's kind of tiny, right? She's got little tiny legs. She doesn't move super fast, things like that. And so in order to protect herself, she has long since evolved to have her tail looking very similar to her head, because if a predator was to come after her, she would hope that they would get confused and maybe go after her tail first, and it would help her, give her a little bit of time to escape, to help her move across maybe more of a dirt area, right? Move some dirt around.
Yeah, she is so
Want to pet it again, Ruby?
In her home here at the farm, she loves it. All right, you guys. because they're super, super common in the pet trade here. Right, Mia? But originally, these guys are going to be native to Africa, and you'll find them up in the trees, just kind of hanging out, relaxing, living their best lives. Because these guys are really good at using their muscles to hold on to things. As you guys can see right here, I'm not doing any work. Well, I'm doing a little work because I got to keep my arm out, right? But she's using all of her muscles just to hold on to my arm here, very similar to like a limb of a tree or something like that. Now that's because Lucille here is what's called a constrictor snake. So this direction that way, okay?
Our albino snakes, I forgot what they're called. Not venomous, but the other name.
Constrictors?
Yeah.
So that depends. Being an albino can happen in any
Oh boy.
Alrighty, you guys. So remember what I said at the very beginning about how I'm going to have some babies to bring out. We had some younger guests, and that they get a little scared with the loud noises. Okay, this is Kermit. And Kermit is a baby American alligator. And Kermit is young enough that he is only about a year old or so. And so those loud noises really, really scare him, okay? But here at the Alligator Farm, we've been around for about 128 years. And of course, we love our American alligators here. So much so that you can't come to the Alligator Farm without meeting one, right? And that's what we get to do today, is meet our friend Kermit here. Kermit is a representative of the alligator species, and they are found here in North America. Now, there's so many American alligators here in Florida. There's about 1.3 million just in Florida. Scales down his back here, they're called osteoderms. It literally means bone skin, and it's what they use to protect themselves. It is also what they use to keep themselves nice and toasty warm. So as you guys walk around the farm today, you might notice it's a little overcast, but you might see a couple individuals still out trying to catch those rays of sun. And what they want to do is they want their osteoderms to heat up so that the rest of their body will heat up too. They act like solar panels. It's pretty awesome. You're doing so good. I have a decent hold on.
You gonna touch that alligator?
No, I'm not going to.
No touching the alligator for you.
Where do I put it? Right here?
Yeah, just right there on the middle of his back.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
It's so soft.
Alrighty guys, so I'm going to leave you with one last fact about our crocodilians here on property. And when I say crocodilian, I'm talking about those gharials, caimans, crocodiles, and alligators. There are 26 different species of crocodilian found across the globe. Living here in Florida, you guys have the incredibly unique opportunity. This is the only place in the entire world that you will naturally find alligators and crocodiles living together. If you guys go farther down to South Florida, we still have our American alligators down there, but we also have the American crocodile as well that likes to come up from South America.
Oh, it's set up great, yeah. The graham crackers just got a nice little, just like crunch to it. It's perfect.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ruby. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Happy birthday, sweetie. I love you. What do you think, sweetie?
Delicious.
Did Mama do a great job or what? Absolutely.
It's cream.
It's good, right?
Thank you to turn it over. It shows what it is.
Oh, wow.
They were just running back.
That's an ostrich egg.
Wow.
Giant.
Cool.
Emily really made this party happen. She booked the venue, especially for Ruby's taste, made all the food, and prepped the special dessert, dairy-free, just the way Ruby likes it. Thanks, Emily, for making Ruby's birthday so special, and happy birthday, Ruby.